Hey guys, Rebecca T. Dickson, call me Becky. Live today for 60 Seconds to Success. We're talking about, but what do I do when my family and friends don't understand? Now, this could be that you have a dream idea. It could be that you have a big business idea. It could just be that you want something different than what your family and friends are accustomed to or what their version of normal is. Whatever it is that's causing this reaction, there's a couple of different ways to interpret what's happening. 9 times out of 10, when family and friends don't understand, they're coming to you to voice their concerns. Not because they want to discourage you, but because they're afraid. And because they love you and care about you, they're expressing their fear to make sure you're forewarned. In other words, forewarned is forearmed. They're saying, we want you to be safe. We don't want you to get hurt. Have you considered X, Y, and Z? Hi, Chris. Sometimes it can come from another place. And I see this a lot, especially with women. You have somebody who was raised in a comfort zone, and the unit stays in a comfort zone. And maybe you're the black sheep. I was the black sheep. It's a great thing to be. And the black sheep says, I'm not staying here. I want that, and I want that, and I want that, and I want this big thing that's way up there. And the family in the beginning may come from a place of love and fear. But as time goes on and they see that that isn't having an effect, it becomes more egocentric. And I'm watching these comments, hey, what happens then is it's a space of not just we're concerned about you and we love you, but a space of how dare you. And all that is for them is still a space of fear. Because when people go for dreams, something big, something outside the norm for whatever you were raised in, it makes other people realize, sometimes for the first time, how small they've kept themselves in their own lives. It makes them sort of see, often again for the first time, that they haven't fulfilled their potential, and they don't like that. So you going for your big dream just becomes a big mirror for them, and it makes them very uncomfortable. And in those places, whether it's, somebody coming to you out of love saying, have you considered this, this, and this, or somebody coming to you out of their own victim mode saying, we don't want you to do this and how dare you do that. Either way, it doesn't really matter. The choice is always the same for you. Do you stay and do you do with what they want, or do you go after what you know is right for you? And that's an individual decision, and I have no business guiding you on that. You know what your purpose is, you know what you're after. But when friends and family don't understand, it's one of those two dynamics. I've experienced both, and it's a really interesting place to be. I find that the best place to sort of center yourself when you're faced with that is to just get very curious about it and not be emotional at all. Just get very, is this love? Is it fear? I wonder what's inside them that made them respond that way. It doesn't have to change your mind or your course of action at all, but that's how the dynamic presents itself. And how it unfolds ultimately is dependent on which direction you choose to move forward. Of course, if you want to be the black sheep, I'm right behind you. Because that's just how I roll. That is today's 60 Seconds for Success. If you've got something that you want to hear more about, please leave me some feedback in the comments or send me an email at becky@rebeccatdickson.com. I would love to share more of this. I am live every Monday through Friday with a tidbit of information for you. And if you haven't yet, hop on our YouTube channel. There's hours and hours of content there. Just go to YouTube and look up Rebecca T. Dickson. That's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.